lose value with the more children that they have. What in the fudge nut? What in the fudge nut, bruh? Like I said, hit the clown, man. Hit the clown. What are you ninjas talking? Bro, y'all wonder why women are not having kids, bro. Because you the same people. Oh yeah, let's make a baby. Let's make a baby. Oh, you so fine. I want to make a baby with you. And then afterwards, oh, you lost value now that you had this baby by me. What? Now, what I think he meant to say, and before I say what I want to say, first things first, man, everything y'all see here is allegedly and for entertainment purposes and social media commentary only. Y'all go jam my music. We dropping new music. We dropping new everything, okay? Jam my music. We dropping beats too. I'm gonna make a beat page so I can start putting this shit out. Y'all want to buy beats? Fuck with your boy. Come to me, hit me up. Pass that, hit the like button, answer the poll in the chat. All right, let's get it. Yeah, so what I think this ninja meant to say was that when a woman has kids that are not by me, that's when that woman doesn't have the same value in my eyes as a woman who doesn't have kids, right? And that would make sense. But saying that women lose value when they have kids is very stupid, guys. That's very stupid. That makes no sense. Now, we got to pull up the footage. But before we pull that up, the first thing we're going to pull up is the good brother, Cam Newton himself. Hold on 1 second, people. 1 second. I'm trying to find Instagram. Cam Newton was on the It's Giving podcast, and the first thing he said was, there's no such thing as unconditional love except for your parents and children. Facts. Facts. Love is always conditional. Here we go.
Respectfully.
Or what do you guys think? Here we go.
Any man, any provider can agree with this statement. There's no such thing as unconditional love. You only get that from...
No, women, children, and pets. I didn't say this. I believe Chris Rock did. It was Chris Tucker or Chris Rock. One comedian said this, and shout out to whoever that brother was, right? I'm pretty sure it was Chris Rock. Chris Rock, whoever got slapped by Will Smith, okay? Ninjas got the same name and shit. I'm pretty sure it was Chris Rock. So Chris Rock said in one of his comedies and one of his specials that the only things that get unconditional love or persons, right? Subjects, objects, are women, children, and pets, okay? Those are the only things that get that kind of unconditional love. So as a man, whether or not y'all want to admit it to yourselves and y'all can lie to yourselves all y'all want, I personally don't care. I have my own opinion and I'm willing to stand behind it. I'm of the opinion, and I've seen this in real time in my own life. Once you don't provide value as a man, people will turn on you and X you out or X out whatever relationship they have with you. And the reason why is because you're not providing value. If you don't provide value, people leave you alone. Peep game. Here we go.
Very few people on this earth. One of those group of people are your parents. Lucky if they love you unconditional. You commit a crime, they love you. You are failure, they love you. You do something that's against their will, they still love you. Right? And then that's your children. Like, we go different places.
And even then,
I get accolades, I get awards, I get, certain experiences, and a lot of people put me on a pedestal. I don't know why. But to my children, that's daddy. To other people, that's, oh my God, that's Cam Newton. Oh my, this, that. And they don't care nothing about that. They don't want that. Only thing they want is time. And that mask only comes off for them because they see through the minutia. They see through like, man, welcome to 4th and 1. Well, like, hey, welcome to Funky Friday. Like, They see First Take. They see hey, 106 in Sport. They see all.
All right, so yeah, he rambling now, but let's see what comments say. Unconditional love does not mean you can get away with disrespect. He's forgetting the most important one, Jesus, who loves us unconditionally. Shout out to the Most High. I agree with him this time. Jesus gives unconditional love. He loves us so much, he died for us. All right, man, you Bible thumpers. I'm a Bible thumper too, but damn. I agree with him this one time. I actually agree with him for once. Brother is confusing unconditional love with unconditional outcomes. Unconditional love does exist. I mean, it does. But like I said, for said people, specific people, women, children, and animals or pets. That's true. My love is conditional with people who aren't my children. If you're not good for my health, emotions, or mental, you would no longer have the luxury of my love or relationship. Parents and kids get conditional love and support too. Facts. Unconditional love is not unlimited disrespect. Every person should have a boundary set to protect their own sanity, and that boundary does not mean any less love. Agreed. The only unconditional love I have is for my daughter. I'll take a bullet for her. If you disrespect your kids or your parents, they will walk away too. All right, so we all, you know, the general consensus is that love is conditional, right? So let's get into the main details of today. So let me see if we can find it, because you can't even find it because they ain't pop off the way it's supposed to. We're going to go to TikTok right quick. Let me see. Shout out to TikTok. Tick be talking. TikTok goes the clock as time flies. But on TikTok, we're going to go. All right. Shout out to 1900 Rugrat, right? Let me see. Shit. Let me see. Cam Newton, women lose value. Women lose value. And let us know what you think in the comment section. And shout out to everybody watching the playback. Y'all let us know what y'all think too. We have Cam Newton saying that a woman's value decreases with the more children that they have. Now, me personally, I don't think that's true, because that's like saying, right? That's like saying your wife or your baby mama, her value decreases as she has more children with you. Bruh, that makes no sense. That makes no sense, guys. I know we all have podcasts and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, we got podcasts and we all trying to get the clickbaity, but come on, bruh. That's like saying, like I said, if you have kids with somebody, their value has decreased after you had kids with them, when you could have potentially wanted a kid or they could have wanted the kids. It makes no sense, man. Shout out to all the mothers, all right? Shout out to the single mothers. Now, shout out to the men, too. I know y'all gonna have y'all panties in the water. No, I'm not caping for single mothers or whatever the case may have you. I'm just saying, like, we got to kind of draw a line between stupidity and reality. Here we go.
Be honest. If we talking about hierarchy, you've been with your husband how many years?
Not that many. We knew.
It's new as well.
We went friend to fiance. Let's say 6 months.
Okay, cool. 6 months. Mm-hmm. Well, what if you had a 3-year-old? You still gonna choose your fiance over your 3-year-old?
Is it his baby?
It don't matter who it is.
I mean, it really doesn't matter. You're right. I'm not choosing a fiance. I'm choosing my husband.
Because this is what I want you to understand.
Yes.
What's up?
You've been married for 6 months, right? That child has been in your life for 3 years. 3 years and 9 months. The hierarchy there is like, it's my responsibility to nurture this.
I gotta ask you a question, because for me, that's really hard for me to even wrap my mind around, because I won't be baby mamaed.
Now this what y'all gotta realize, bro. I'm laughing because I'm about to spit some game. This the game that the ladies don't want y'all to know about. And I mean, it's okay. Like I said, everybody got to play their role. You know what I'm talking about. You got to play that role. So fellas, what y'all got to realize is you're not number one in a woman's head. There, I said it. Shout out to the ladies. Don't beat me up. So a lot of men don't know this. A lot of men are not aware that they're not number one in their woman's head. Whereas men tend to put, other than God and all that, don't tell me about God, family structure. I'm saying in general, men tend to put women in the top 3 to 5, the top 1 to 3 things in their head, right? The woman that they're dealing with. Whereas with them, they're not number one in their woman's head. They're like the top, like I said, maybe 2 to 5. Like there's God, their family, their parents. And then there's you, ninja. There's you, ninja. Yeah, that shit hurt, don't it? Yeah, but I gotta wake y'all up, bro. I gotta wake y'all up. Yeah, you're not number one in her head. And that's okay. That's okay, because she shouldn't be number one in your head either. You got responsibilities. You got responsibilities. So look, her kids, a lot of women won't tell you this too. Their kids, even if you have kids with them, don't have kids with them, their kids come before you, whether or not you realize that. And there's reasons for that. I'm not going to get into too much details of the reasons. We'll do that on private streams. But here we go.
A commitment of marriage. So it's hard for me to wrap my mind around having a 3-year-old and then having a new man. Now, I know that happens every single day, and there is no right or wrong way. What? But so this is my question. Do you feel like women's value gets lowered when they have multiple children by multiple men?
I just think that the reality of that answer is women's value get lower the more children that they have.
Now, okay. Now I ain't gonna lie, Cam. That's where you lost us, brother. Let's bring it back in. Let's tighten up. Let's bring it back in. All right, so yes. Now when a woman has kids with multiple men, her value doesn't go down, but I'd rather not deal with multiple men because understand with every baby mother, no, not every, but I'm saying the majority of women that have kids with a man, they have to deal with that man until the child's 18, unless that man says he doesn't want no parts and she says okay. And then she'll turn around and tell you because I've talked to single mothers or whatever, we getting older, so everybody gonna have a baby at this point. They gonna turn around and tell you, oh, his dad's not in his life and wants nothing to do with them. But you never really know until you find out. You get that call one day, I need to see my son. Then you sitting there like this. And like I said, I mean, that's why I don't necessarily play the baby mama, baby daddy game. I'm not interested in co-parenting because I'm not that mature, even though I may come off as such. I'm not that mature. So yes, a woman that has kids with multiple men, in my opinion, I mean, I had fun with you. I ain't gonna lie to you. We could have some fun, you feel me? We could have some fun. But I wouldn't be trying to be with you because I'm not trying to deal with the other men that you allowed to enter you and have kids with. And then you trying to tell me how they gotta have a kid in their life and all that. I'm not that type of dude. Now, there's different type of people, different strokes, different folks. Me personally, don't beat me up because I'm allowed to have my opinion. I'm not that type of dude. I'm not interested in sharing you with the next man and then multiple men at that. Hell no. Here we go.
Break that down.
Because, and I was having this conversation, with one of the mother of my children, and she's still fine. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But like I was telling her, I was like, yo, the guy that you're dating or will date, if he ain't willing to love on these 5 children that you have, that ain't the guy for you. Because when I came into your life, I was willing to accept you and whatever you had. And there's guys that's out there that's just going to say, them ain't my kids. I want you. Well, that ain't how it worked.
Well, I mean, rightfully so. If we being straight up, rightfully so. Them is not your kids, okay? Don't be mad at me because I'm kicking game. Don't be mad at your boy because I'm kicking game because they going to be mad. That's why YouTube demonetizing us because we give y'all the real spill, But yeah, you feel me? Them not your kids, bro. So when push comes to shove and it comes to disciplining that child, you're not able to discipline that child and that child can walk over you and nobody's going to say Nathan, okay? Nobody's going to say Nathan. So yeah, you feel what I'm saying? If you want to deal with that, that's cool, bro. I'm not trying to deal with that, okay? I ain't trying to deal with that. Here we go.
But that's not to say that she can't find nobody.
Right.
I'm pretty sure she has somebody.
Right. But do you feel like it's as the best that she could possibly do if she didn't have children?
Well, you're talking to a dude that was once in her life. I don't feel like she's going to get better than me. That's just my...
And you supposed to feel like that, you feel me? You're supposed to feel like that. Yeah, like I said, I don't care who it is. The mentor that I have right now, the only thing separating me from the rest of these niggas is the fact that they got money and I ain't got the money yet. Past that, I feel like I'm the best dude in every woman's life that I've been in. That's how you're supposed to feel. That's how you're supposed to feel. Here we go.
Confidence.
I don't even think it's confidence. I have said, and I might get eaten alive, I don't think most women do better than the father of their children.
Yeah, I mean, look, you could. It's highly unlikely, but it's possible. I will say this, because we're going to keep it short. We got to cut it short, because I got to get to the gym and start really pushing this body. We're going to cut it short. Yeah, man, what it comes down to is this, bro. Y'all got to realize you got to be careful who you lay with, because when you lay with a person, they're at the level, whatever level they're at is what level you saw yourself at. So you got to be mindful who you lay with. Past that, what do y'all think, bro? What do y'all think? What do y'all think? All I know is, man, that's it for tonight's show. All right. Ladies, shout out to the ladies. Y'all let us know what y'all think. Gentlemen, y'all let us know what y'all think too, man. Shout out to you if you tuned in, man. If you tuned in, you are the resistance. You are the core. Shout out to the Adams and shout out to the E's. We back in here tomorrow, Ninja. Deuces.